Welcome to Survive to Thrive. I'm honored to be here with you today. I want you to read a book. And the name of the book is The E-Myth Revisited. Now, when you look up this book, you're going to find a lot of different versions of the E-Myth. So pay attention. It's not the original copy that was written back in the 70s or the 80s, although that's a great book. I want you to read The E-Myth Revisited. And it's not E-Myth for salespeople. It's not E-Myth for plumbers, gardeners, because there's about 100 of them out there. It's the E-Myth Revisited. Now, we're going to spend some time in this book. We're not even going to get out of the foreword today. And I have 4 main points that I want to share with you. I'm going to go through those points, and then we're going to come back and we're going to go through them again. And we're going to talk a little bit more about them and how they apply to you. And this is being recorded. So if you're not able to write down everything that I say, or you're not able to get everything written down that you want to, no worries. The recording will be on our private Survive to Thrive Facebook page. So you're going to be able to go back and watch the recording. It'll be there by the end of the day. All right. First key point that I want you to write down. The basic difference between an ordinary man and a warrior is that a warrior takes everything as a challenge, while an ordinary man takes everything as a blessing or a curse. How are you responding to adversity? Is it a challenge? Certainly not a blessing. Is it a curse? We'll get back to that in just a second. All right, second major bullet point that I want you to write down for me. What do the owners of extraordinary businesses? You know, I could stop right there and I can talk to you for a half hour on those 2 words, extraordinary businesses. First of all, what do they look like? What is an extraordinary business? For that matter, what's a business? Do you own a business, or do you think you own a business and maybe the business owns you? Are you a technician doing the work of a technician in a business? And if that's the case, then you don't own a business. Now, you're self-employed, but you're employed. All right, bunny trail number 1. All right, what do the owners of extraordinary businesses know that the rest don't? Contrary to popular belief, my experience has shown me that the people who are exceptionally good in business aren't so because of what they know. Thank God, because if it was because of what I know, then I'd have no chance. It's not because of what they know, but because of their insatiable need to know more. The simple truth about the greatest business people I have known is that they have a genuine fascination for the truly astonishing impact little things done exactly right can have on the world. Boy, are you hearing what I'm hearing? I really hope that you are. That they have a truly astonishing impact. They have a genuine fascination for the truly astonishing impact that little things done exactly right, not little things done half-assed, but little things that are done exactly right can have on the world. All right, last bullet point, then we're going to go back and we're going to review all of these. To live through an impossible situation. When's the last time you were in an impossible situation? Mine was March 17th, 2023. I'm going to share it with you before we finish this coaching session. And to live through an impossible situation, you don't need the reflexes of a Grand Prix driver, the muscles of Hercules, the mind of Einstein. You simply need to know what to do. Are you hearing what I'm hearing? I really hope that you are. All right, let's go back to the beginning. The basic difference between an ordinary man or woman. There we go, ladies. I didn't write the book. I'm just reading it. The The basic difference between an ordinary man or woman and a warrior is that a warrior takes everything as a challenge. Everything is a challenge, while an ordinary man takes everything either as a blessing or a curse. My buddy, Perry Campbell, diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in June of 2021. To the rest of the world, he had cancer. He was going through treatment for cancer. But as far as everybody, other than the people who were closest to him, including me, as far as everybody knew, everything was going to be fine. Now, he knew this was a death sentence, that it already metastasized and spread to his liver and lymph nodes. It was just a matter of time. He lived every day like a warrior. You know, most people when faced with adversity usually respond with, why me? Why did this happen to me? Same experience when Lacey at 14 years old was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Her response was, I don't know what the big deal is. There's a lot of people more that are sicker than I am. This is no big deal. I'm going to beat it. Everything is going to be fine. She faced it at the age of 14 years old like a warrior. Now listen, you could face it as a blessing or as a curse. Now, is pancreatic cancer a curse? Yeah, it is. Can it be a blessing? Yes, it can. His purpose in life became, I'm going to do everything that I can do to make a difference in the world with the time I have left. And holy cow, did he make a difference. If you don't think he made a difference, if you don't know the difference that he made, all you have to do is watch his son's speech at the graduation a year later. It's on my Facebook page. Listen to this young man and listen to the powerful message that he shared. You talk about leaving a legacy. This man left a legacy because he faced life like a warrior. Now, there's going to be times in your business when things are going to happen and you're going to look at them as either a blessing or as a curse, or you could choose to look at them like a warrior. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Mm-hmm. All right, what do the owners of extraordinary businesses know that the rest don't? Contrary to popular belief, my experience has shown me that the people who are extraordinarily good in business aren't so because of what they know. So the question is, what do they know that I don't know? It's not what do they know that I don't know. It's the fact that they have an insatiable need to know more. You're a student. You are always a student. You will be a student for the rest of your life. Don't ever get to the point where you think everything there is to know. You are either growing and moving forward, or you are dying and stuck in neutral. And the difference between the two is, are you learning? And if the answer is no, you're in neutral. You're just taking up space. There is more to know, and you will never know it all. The simple truth about the greatest business people I have known is that they have a genuine fascination for the truly astonishing impact little things done exactly right can have on the world. Okay, so listen closely. For more than 3 years, I've been showing up every morning talking to you about activities over goals. Focus on the activities and ignore the goals. In the 12-week year, the author talks about lead measures versus lag measures. Now, lag measures are the destination. Lag measures are the goal. A lag measure is I want to take 2 seller listings every single month. Lag measure. Now, the lead measure are the activities that lead to that result. In other words, what do I need to do? Astonishing impact little things done exactly right can have on the world. What do I need to do? How do I need to do it in order to get where I want to go? Now, pay attention. It's the little things. It's how you answer the phone. It's whether or not you have an outgoing voicemail on your phone or not. Guys, you're in real estate, and I still can't imagine. I can't believe it. It just blows my mind when I call someone and I get one of those automated messages, you have reached 727-686-0404. And you know, the one the phone company puts on your phone. What? Seriously? Okay, now imagine you're going to Ritz-Carlton. What kind of service do you expect? Why is Ritz-Carlton defined as a leader in providing a 5-star experience? It's because they pay attention to the little things done exactly right can have on the world. It's those little things that you do. There's a system. You need to start thinking of your business as a franchise. All right. Now, pay attention because it's important that you get this. I'm going to use McDonald's as an experience, as an example. And is McDonald's great food? No, it's not. Do I like McDonald's? Yes, I do. All right, quarter pounder, no cheese in McDonald's fries. Are you kidding me? Like, as soon as this call's over, I'm leaving for McDonald's just because
I'm
I'm
getting some nuggies. I'm getting some nuggies.
Right, sure. Scott? But here's what I know. Listen to me. There are thousands of McDonald's around the world, and whichever one you go to, you're going to have the same freaking experience that you did in the other 999 McDonald's, because they've created a franchise by paying attention to the little things. There's a way that they warm the buns. It's the same way in every single McDonald's. There's an exact amount of time that that hamburger patty sits on that grill before they flip it over to the other side. Exact amount of time, because it's a system and they're a franchise and they're delivering an experience that is exactly the same every single time. Now, you need to start thinking of your real estate business as a franchise. Do you have an operations manual? Do you have a manual that describes everything you do as a real estate agent? If I were going to come work for you, would you hand me an operations manual and say, John, here it is. Here's what it means to be part of the Scott Morris real estate team. This is how we answer the phone. This is how we make outgoing calls. These are the scripts that we use when talking to for sale by owners. This is how we convert leads to appointments. This is how we deliver an exceptional experience when somebody lists their home with us. Answer the phone on the 3rd ring. There's an example. If you answer the phone on the very first ring, you look like somebody that's not busy, who just staring at their phone, waiting for it to ring. If it rings more than 3 times, they don't think you care about them, or they're going to hang up. But if you answer the phone on the 3rd ring, every single time, it's a little thing done exactly right. How do you answer the phone? Hello? Are you kidding me? Can you imagine calling the Ritz-Carlton and the person on the other end of the line going, hello? Do you have a unique way of answering the phone that's all you? Yo is not an answer. Although if Scott calls me, I know it's Scott. He's on my phone. I'm like, yo, what's up? I've got a friend, Brian Jones. He answers the phone every single time with what's up. Now, do I think that you should do that? No, but I'm talking about Brian Jones right now because he's created a system that's uniquely him. What's up? All right.
Can I say something, John?
Talk to me.
Okay, cool. So I used to do customer experience classes for my property management company. I worked for 10 years and I was a Marriott guy, flew over Marriott's everywhere, blah, blah, blah. We had a convention at a Ritz-Carlton. It's one in South Florida on the west side. I forget which one, but there's a Ritz down there. And I got there and I didn't have my guitar or anything like that. Those of you who know me know I'm a songwriter too, right? The Ritz guy I've never met before in my life. Hey, Mr. Morris, how are you doing today? I'm like, when I went to check in, he's like, oh, okay, he already knows who I am.
Yep.
How is that? I wasn't wearing my shirt with my name on it. He goes, did you bring your guitar for us to sing to us today? And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Right? Like, they had researched me on Facebook, LinkedIn. They got to know me before I checked in. That is stellar experience. I'll never forget that.
Yep.
That was the Ritz-Carlton experience that I've had. So, I mean,
right.
When you're talking about your own personal brand, do a little research on the people you're about to call.
Yeah.
Check Facebook, check LinkedIn, just how, I mean, everything's online. Nothing's private anymore. You know, oh, I heard you're, hey, congratulations on your daughter's soccer game. That was the last thing they posted on their Facebook. Do you know how mind blown they will be?
There you go.
You're the only realtor that's going to do it. Sorry, I just wanted to give that.
Love it. Scotty, do you know why they did that? Do you know why they they did the research that they did in order to know who you are? And I'm going to answer my own question. The reason they did it is because it's in the operations manual. It's how they do business. Yeah. Guys, next time Horst Schulze is speaking in Florida, I'm going to let you know because you want to go. That's for everybody that's here that's in Florida. For all my friends that are in California, sorry, I'll check his schedule and let you know when he's going to be in California, North Carolina, Kentucky. I'm trying to think where everybody is that's on this call. Colorado. All right.
Hey, John, you know,
talk to me.
Us California people will come out.
I know you will.
We get up every morning, you know.
There you go. There you go. I love that, Nathan. There you go. I hear you, my friend. All right. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is to live through an impossible situation. You don't need the reflexes of a Grand Prix driver, the muscles of Hercules, the mind of Einstein. You simply need to know what to do. What do I do? You have 5 contracts pending. Every single one of them falls apart today. What do you do? Well, you go get 5 more contracts. What do you do in order to go get 5 more contracts? You get on the phone, you start talking to people. You look at your pipeline. Who are my best opportunities? Who is ready, willing, and able to buy now? You go get more seller listings. But it's the things that you do. You need to know what to do and then just go do it. Look at the situation like a warrior would and do what it takes in order to get yourself out of that hole. So March 17th, I am packing a truck in Coral Springs, Florida, moving my family to Palm Harbor, Florida. I had made a decision to change my career path 4 months prior to that. And what made it possible for me to do this was I had 2 people hire me as coaches that were paying a significant amount of money for those services. Now, it was there was expectations of what I would deliver and expectations of what kind of return there would be on this investment. And one of them is still working with me. The other one gave up on March 17th. Now, they gave up via email. In other words, I'm canceling our agreement. Okay, so guys, that's otherwise known as being fired. And the income that this agreement was the only thing that made it possible for me to do this. Only thing. And I'm moving. The trucks are packed. we're moving. And I'm looking at the budget and looking at an impossible situation. Now, I can look at that as a curse, or I can look at that like a warrior and ask, why did this happen for me? Not why did this happen to me? And then I can become laser focused on the things that need to be done in order to dig out of this hole. Now, it's 4 months since then. And what it did for me is I changed the way I was building my business. And I have a business today that I wouldn't have if it wasn't for this individual parting ways with me on March 17th. It was a blessing. I need to write him a letter and tell him, thank you. Thank you for firing me. Because you fired me, I am where I am today, and I wouldn't be where I am today if you wouldn't have. It's a blessing or a curse. How are you going to look at it? And then what are you going to do? The sports psychologist for the University of Alabama football team would tell you, so what? Now what? All right, talk to me, guys.